Later I'll share this with you. So, la profesora con la que o con quien
Mm-hmm.
o con la cual
Mm-hmm.
hablé ayer es chilena, no mexicana. Okay. So you have three ways to say this, yeah?
They're all the same, right? They're all
They're all the
good.
same.
Yeah.
Mhm. The one you use the most in Spanish, con la que, definitely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first one. So this one, con la que, so basically you could use any preposition. For example, another one. Esta no es la misma calle por la que pasamos ayer.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're always gonna have a preposition, then you're gonna have an article.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we call the antecedent. So basically this is talking about the thing we mentioned before,
Yeah.
and then que. Now, when you have this, quién o quiénes, you don't need the antecedent, but this is más formal, more formal, yeah? So we don't use this as much as this one. So, for example, busco a alguien con quien compartir viaje a Dinamarca.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is also extremely formal, which is with cual or cuales. So basically it's the same as the first one, but instead of saying que, you say cual or cuales.
So they all mean the same. It's just a
They're
change
all
in
the
the
same.
register, right? Of how
Exactly.
formal or informal. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically here you're going from common Spanish to really, really formal Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So this one colloquial is extremely formal. Uh, so, um, no es adecuado decir, mi leche se casó con Ramos. So, wait a moment. So, for example, after según, we're gonna use this cual, okay? So, for example, hemos recibido noticias según las cuales el asesino encuentra en Sevilla. Okay, so after this según, we have to use las cual or el cual. But then again, this is a formal Spanish.
So
Okay,
it's like according to whom, right?
exactly.
Mm.
Mhm. Okay, also, we usually use this cual instead of que after a group of prepositions. So that means preposition of more than one word. For example, dentro de, frente a, debajo de. But then again, this is formal Spanish. But because you could say dentro del cual, you could also say en el que, yeah?
Okay.
Which is,
Mm-hmm.
but then this is just registered
Yep.
difference, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Recibió un paquete dentro del cual, so dentro would be within, yeah, within
So within
which,
which there were some
mhm,
cards from her lover.
lover,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Esta es forma alterna cuando recibimos, se siente el lugar. Okay, so you also have this. Donde, en el que, en que. Again, the same. Esta es la casa donde yo vivía cuando era niño. O esta es la casa en la que yo vivía cuando era niño. Esta es la casa en que yo vivía cuando era niño.
Mm.
All the same. Just different register.
It's the same as English, right? Really. I mean, this is
Yeah.
the house where I lived, or this is the house in which I lived.
Yeah, probably in English you don't have this one. El la que.
No,
But the problem is this is the one we use the most when we speak.
lucky. Mm-hmm.
El la que. We really use this article thing in Spanish, yeah, a lot. No es frecuente, pero es posible. Vale. So this is what it's saying. This is not the most frequent, but it's also possible. But yeah, the most frequent one would be this. So let me give you another example.
So
En que.
enlaque and enque it's exactly the same. It's just the register.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Recuerdo que el día en que nos conocimos hacía un tiempo malísimo.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also say, recuerdo el día en el que, which is even more common. Yeah. Anyway, it's not really that. I mean, it's the same. Ok, en que, en la que, con que, o qué. Let's practice this. So, de ti me gusta todo. So, I like everything about you. La ropa que llevas. Yeah.
La casa en la que vives.
Ujú.
El día en que... No,
No,
el
el día
día que nos
el día que nos
conocimos.
conocimos, los ojos.
¿Qué me miras?
No, los ojos con que me miras.
Con qué. Ok, ya. Los ojos con que me miras, la oficina en la que trabajas. Vamos todo.
Mm, Vamos, todo.
Vamos todo.
So this vamos, okay, I'm gonna explain this vamos to you. Vamos is, in other words. Okay, in other words. So let me read this one. De ti me gusta todo. La ropa que llevas, la casa en la que vives o en que vives, you could say. La casa en que vives, el día que nos conocimos, los ojos con que me miras, la oficina en la que trabajas, vamos, todo.
So
¿Sí?
vamos in this context, it's the same as like o sea.
Sí, exactamente.
Okay.
Exactamente.
Okay.
O sea, vamos. Ujú. En otras palabras. O también puedes decir, es decir. ¿Sí?
Mhm.
Vale, vamos a ver más esto. Vale. Puedes sacar el lápiz este para ir tachando. A ver. Right. Ok, la profesora con la que hablé me dijo que el examen era mañana. Vale, número 2.
Dame una camisa. Tienes en el amarillo. Dame una camisa de las que tienes en el amarillo.
Exactamente. 3.
Ramón es una persona que confío. ¿Con quién que confío?
En la que confío. En la, so confío en. Okay. You have to remember the preposition, the verb
Solo
uses. Okay.
en.
So
Ok.
in Spanish, we always say confiar en.
En. Vale.
Now, if you happen to have en quién, it would be right. You could also say Ramón es una persona en quien confío.
Right. So it's completely the preposition with that verb. Okay.
Yes. So remember the preposition always agrees with the verb. So, well, you know, like in English, basically. So you have to say listen to. You cannot say listen with me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just something you just have to learn. I mean, so confiar en. 4.
So ayer vi esa película. Habla todo el mundo y no me pareció tan buena. Ayer vi esa película. ¿De quién habla? Todo el mundo.
De la que. Why? Why cannot I say quién here?
Right, because it's a thing, not a person.
Exactly, exactly. De la que. You always could say de quién when you talk about person.
Yep, okay.
5.
So no es fácil saber. So this will be en quien se puede
Eso
confiar.
es. ¿En quién se puede confiar? 6.
La habitación comimos estaba llena de humo. La habitación en la que
Eso es.
Digamos,
Ujú,
estaba lleno de humo.
7.
Vivía en una casa, sus padres tenían una panadería. Vivía en una casa en la que sus padres tenían una panadería.
La que, exactamente. 8.
En el jardín había un árbol. Pasábamos horas charlando. Am, no sé, debajo de cuál.
Debajo del cual. So debajo del cual would be under which we used to walk, or we used to spend, sorry, hours on end talking.
Yeah.
So forest, hours on end. Yeah?
Mhm.
And debajo del cual sounds quite formal. Oh, I remember. We have to read your text. So next one, I'm gonna send it to myself. I just remember now. Okay, next one, 9.
La mujer se casó. Mi hermana era enfermera.
Mhm.
La mujer con la que se casó. Mi hermano era enfermera.
Exactamente. La mujer con la que se casó. 10.
La casa vivía antes de casarse, la han derribado. La casa en la que vivía antes.
Ujú. La casa en la que, sí, no en cuál, en la que. La casa en la que vivía antes de casarse la han derribado. Ujú. 11.
El gimnasio iba el año pasado cerrado por reformas. El gimnasio al que iba.
Ujú, ujú. Exactamente. Porque es ir a, obviamente.
Ujú,
¿Y qué no puede ser porque es un gimnasio?
ujú.
No tiene sentido. 12.
El policía, preguntamos la dirección, no sabía tampoco cómo llegar. Am, el policía, ¿quién?
Vale. I
Preguntamos.
know where you're going. But you have the verb preguntar, right?
Preguntar a alguien. El
So,
policía al que preguntamos.
al qué o a quién, also possible.
Mm,
But you need the a. So,
yeah,
preguntar
a.
a.
Ujú.
Ujú. 13.
La mujer, vimos en el museo, era un pintor famoso. Am,
Ujú.
mm, no sé.
Take your time,
La
don't worry.
mujer, ¿quién vimos?
A la que. Again, ver a alguien.
Claro. Dale,
So, la mujer
claro.
a quien vimos o a la mujer a la que
A la
vimos.
que vimos.
Okay, careful though, because in Spanish, some verbs like, for example, ver o preguntar, they only take this preposition if you mean a person. I'm going to explain myself. So, for example, conocer. Let's take conocer. So you say, conozco a María.
Ujú,
Yeah? However, if you say Málaga instead of María, you don't say conozco a Málaga. You say conozco Málaga.
sure.
So, such certain number of verbs, you take this a when you talk about a person or something alive, not when you talk about a city, for example. Yeah?
Ujú,
So, ver a alguien, preguntar a alguien, conocer a alguien. Yeah?
yeah.
I know Spanish can be a pain there. Let's take a look at your text here.
Okay, this is absolutely the worst thing in Spanish.
Yes,
This
definitely.
estada era fue estuvo. It's
Mhm.
a nightmare.
Sí, lo sé, lo sé. I might see the complaint about English.
Well, there's only one word, right? Was. It's easy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why in here in public schools they make students learn like irregular verbs. You know, like for example, drink, drunk, see, saw, sing. But they learn how to write it, right? So they have to write it down. So they have an exam only on verbs, okay? But only writing, not pronunciation.
Mm.
So the other day I have to teach a student, and she was saying like this: se, sao, sen, lead, led, rite, wrote, written.
Madre mía.
I was, oh my god. Anyway,
Mhm.
like I don't understand why they do this to students. It's like because later I have to, make the person
Go
forget, which is
backwards.
even
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. It's
Mhm.
like doing the same word twice or
Mhm.
even three times.
Mhm.
Anyway, like I don't understand why we use this method, which is so old-fashioned. Anyway, something. Vamos a leerlo primero. Bueno, voy a leer yo primero, ¿vale?
Vale.
¿Solo este párrafo o
Sí,
todo?
no, todo eso, ¿no?
Vale. Entonces, cuando se convirtieron las solteras jóvenes en la población objetivo, ¿quién lo propuso? No parece haber un culpable, pero sin duda fue una decisión tomada por hombres.
Vale, aquí fue, pero sin duda fue, no entiendo por qué fue y no era.
Okay, okay, because we're talking about something that happened at a specific time in the past. Era would be more for description. For example, eh, antes yo era joven, ¿sí?
Sí.
Por ejemplo.
Okay, so this is a decision. It was made in the past. It's completely finished. But
Exactly,
it
it's finished and
fue.
it's specific in a time. It's a specific in a past time. Okay,
Okay.
vale. Se rieron al inventar la razón oficial para aquel transporte, aquello de proporcionar mano de obra para construir alojamientos para más trabajadores judíos. ¿Quién se lleva 999 chicas a trabajar a una obra? ¿Sí?
Mhm.
En algún momento se filtró, so again, indefinido, ¿eh?
Sí.
En algún momento, in the past,
Sí.
la noticia de que las jóvenes iban a trabajar en una fábrica de zapatos.
Vale, eso es el problema aquí, ¿no? Iban.
So they were going to. Iban a trabajar. They were going to work. So in Spanish, every time you say is going to, you're gonna use ir a,
Iban.
right? So
Mhm.
iba would be the past
Yeah.
of this construction. So iba a. So
Okay.
I was going to, she was going to, iba, yeah?
You could say fueron a trabajar, ¿no?
No, I would say why. If you say fueron a trabajar, it means something different. Fueron a trabajar means
They went.
they did it. Okay,
So
they
it's
did the working.
finished. Okay.
Exactly. But here I only talk about the intention. Okay, because as it says here, there were no such a thing as a shoe factory.
Yeah.
So they were going to work in a shoe factory.
Mhm.
But I think they're talking about prostitution here, right? Oh, well,
No, I don't think so.
no. Well, so the implication is intention.
Okay.
They didn't do okay, they didn't go to this place. There were no such a place. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
En esa época, Eslovaquia era uno de los mayores productores de zapatos del mundo y la empresa de calzado T compañía Bata, yeah, era una de las compañías que más trabajo daba, used to give, so we talk about old habits,
Yeah.
en el país.
So the question is here is Slovakia era.
Description, we're describing.
But why is that different? Why is it not fue?
Okay, every time you talk about, you're describing, so here we're describing the company, yeah? We talk about this company.
We're talking about
T-A-I.
Czechoslovakia, no? Era.
Wait a moment. Esa pues era una. Sí. So here we talk. The first one era is Slovakia. We're describing the Slovakia.
So even it's an essa epoca. So it's done. It's completely finished.
Okay. If you talk about a country, or you're describing a person, or you talk about the weather, or saying what someone was like, any kind of description, it's gonna be imperfecto.
Right.
Right?
Always the description. Okay.
Indefinido is more for actions. It's more for things you actually did and started and finished.
So, like in the third sentence, that decision.
Exactly.
Fue una
Exactly.
decisión tomada por
Exactly.
hombres.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It is also true you could also use imperfect when you talk about intention. So it's something like you wanted to do but you didn't do. So for example, let me give you another one. Yo iba a la playa, pero al final no fui. So notice I say iba a la playa, and then I say al final no fui.
So it's like I wanted to go to the beach,
So I was
but I didn't.
exactly. So iba a la playa is just the intention. I was going to the beach.
Okay.
I didn't finish this action. It was just the intention. And then, in the end, I didn't go, not fui. So indefinido is more talking about what actually happened. And the other one, it's either describing or it's talking about things that were happening in the story or things that you were going to do but you didn't.
Okay.
So here, these two era. The first one is talking about Slovakia. I'm describing Slovakia. So here I'm describing it was one of the biggest producer of shoes in the world.
So it's a description.
Exactly.
So
And the second one, we talk about the company. TNA BAT-A. So, era una compañía, era una de las compañías que más trabajo daba. Okay, again, we have here imperfect. This one is talk about old habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's confusing because in English it's all the same.
It's all the same.
In Spanish, you tell them apart. So you tell apart things that actually happened and things that were not. So you either are describing a situation, or you're describing something or someone. For example, you're gonna use this one when you talk about the weather in your story. So, for example, ayer llovía mucho. Or, for example, you talk about, I don't know, the people that were in a party. So you could say, había mucha gente en la fiesta.
Those other verbs aren't such a problem. It's ser, estar. You know?
Okay, era y fue, ¿no? That's your
Era,
problem?
fue y estar estuvo.
Estaba, estuvo. Okay. Era is describing usually. For example, yo era un chico feliz cuando era joven. No sé. A ver. Yo antes era rubio. This is true.
How so?
Yeah. When I was young, I was blonde, but now all dark. ¿Qué más? Description, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, estuve. Bueno, wait a moment. Fue is more like something happened. For example, fue una tragedia. Fue así. No fue así. ¿Vale? So this is more like things that happen.
Okay.
And the other one. Era. No, okay. This one. Estaba. Okay, estaba is more like I was doing, and usually you're gonna say something like estaba comiendo, estaba no sé qué. This is the most common one. So usually like I was walking on the street, estaba andando, o andaba por la calle.
And that could be ayer. Estaba andando por la calle.
Yeah.
Torremolino, no?
Yeah. This is like ongoing action in your story.
Okay.
Or also talk about the place, like someone was in a certain place. So for example, ella estaba en la fiesta. Yeah, as well. Ella estaba en la fiesta. But now, if you're talking about, for example, like I was ill, for example, ayer estuve enfermo. It's like more specific. So basically, the difference between one and the other is like indefinite is something more specific,
Mm-hmm.
and perfect is like it's not perfect. It's unspecific. Or you're describing, yeah.
And you see where the problem is here, right? Because there's four
Mm-hmm.
words in Spanish, and in English it's one. This is the
Yeah, yeah.
this is the problem.
Don't worry, you get used
It's
to it.
only with this. It's only with ser and estar. With other verbs, it
Mm-hmm.
makes sense, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just these four. And when I looked
Mm-hmm.
at this passage and saw these era and fue, and it was like, oh.
No wonder. Yeah, I know, I know. Ok, de hecho, as a matter of fact, sí, hubo una fábrica. So here we talk about something that was reality.
Yep.
Hubo. Notice you don't say había, but hubo.
Mm-hmm.
At a specific time. At that time, there was. Hubo una fábrica de zapatos asociada a Auschwitz-Birkenau. What is this? Polish? Or
This book is about
yeah,
these.
okay, okay,
This is why,
okay. The Nazi place, yeah.
yeah, the book is about how they're sending these. They were the first
Mm.
group of women sent there.
Oh, I see.
It's
Y
this.
aun- I see. Oh, good one. Y aunque ninguna de las 999 que yo sepa, this is an expression we use a lot, as
As
far
far
as
as I
I
know.
know,
Mm-hmm.
trabajara allí.
Yeah.
So, trabajara is the imperfect, yeah?
Yeah.
But this is also the past, but this is connected to the previous sentence,
Mm-hmm.
yeah? So, uh, what was I? El propietario de la empresa era,
Because it's a
so, era,
description, right?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se podía? So this is talk about old habits
Mm-hmm.
or old, so habit or in this case skills. ¿Cómo se podía esperar? Jan Antonin la idea de que las chicas fueran a trabajar. So this is a subjunctive. Bloody subjunctive.
Yeah. So the idea was that the girls were to go to work in the shoe. Yeah.
A una fábrica de zapatos aplacó muchas de las precauciones de los afectados. Ok. Pero fue un juego de manos y el gobierno usaba una baraja marcada. ¿Ya?
Yeah.
Usaba, used to use, ¿ya?
Yeah.
Or they were using as well. I mean, I know. This is a difficult book anyway. As you can see, it's a lot of tenses.
See, and this next sentence, next one down, so la implementación fue la siguiente fase de lo inevitable. So, but this is a description. So could this not be era? Would it be wrong to say era?
No, no era. Fue las. So, because here we talk about the phase. That's something that happened in the past, yeah? So the implementation was as such, right?
Because it's completely finished again.
Exactly. Because I'm talking about a fact, something that happened, was
Okay.
finished, yeah?
Okay.
So la implementación fue la siguiente fase de lo inevitable. Los alemanes ya habían observado que la mejor forma de deportar a cientos de personas era en los vagones.
Okay, because it's a description. Yeah.
Eran los vagones que se utilizaban para transportar ganado.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This is clearer now?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound convincing.
I think it's just a question of practice, right? And to keep reading these like books.
Yes, yes. I mean, probably this is the most difficult thing in Spanish.
Totally.
Yo voy a un dentista. Okay, we have to make up sentences using these connectors.
Okay.
So you have to use a, la, que, con, que, or whatever you like.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you have more than one alternative. Like, for example, el dentista al que yo voy no es muy caro. You could also say, al que voy. No, usually here, al que voy. el dentista al que voy. 2.
Rubén
Rubén,
trabajaba en una fábrica. Esa fábrica lo han cerrado. La fábrica en la que trabajaba
Rubén,
Rubén han cerrado.
ujú, la han cerrado.
La han cerrado.
La fábrica en la que trabajaba Rubén la han cerrado. Sí. O la han cerrado. 3.
Violeta viene de un pueblo. El pueblo no tiene médico. El pueblo en lo que viene Violeta.
En el que.
Is it?
Ah, no, sorry. Es del que. Del que. We talk about venir. El pueblo del que viene Violeta. ¿Sí?
De un... Ajá.
El pueblo del que viene Violeta
Del que viene Violeta no tiene médico.
no tiene médico. 4.
La profesora está hablando con un hombre. Ese hombre es el director. El hombre con que
¿Con el que?
con el que está hablando la profesora es el director.
Notice here you can also say con quién. Yeah? Con quién is also possible. But we usually speak like this.
Con
Okay?
el que.
5.
Ayer nos encontramos con un chico. Ese chico es el hijo de mi ex marido. El chico con quien encontramos
Con
ayer
quién nos encontramos. Yeah?
es el hijo de mi ex marido.
Notice you can also say con el que. Okay? Con el que. 6.
Él se fue de su casa por alguna razón. Yo no conozco esa razón. Yo no conozco la razón
Por.
por qué
Por la que. Remember, you need
razón.
the article. Yeah? When you have a preposition, you always need the article in the middle.
Yeah.
So, la razón, so, por la que.
Por la que se fue
No la
de su
conozco.
casa.
La desconozco, por ejemplo. O no la conozco. Oh, sorry, it's the same actually. No, yo no conozco la razón por la que se fue. That's it. So, yo no conozco la razón por la que se fue. ¿Ok?
Okay, yeah.
Vale. So remember, you always need el, la, dos, las with this. Okay. So here you have preposition, any of this. Then you have the article, and then you can have que. And then without the article, you could have quién or just donde. So usually with a preposition, the most common one you're gonna hear all the time is preposition, article, que. Con el que, con la que, por la que, de la que. I mean, any preposition. So, todavía no ha aparecido el revólver con el que mataron al joyero. 2.
¿Tú conoces el vendedor? Trabaja rosa. ¿Con qué? ¿Con el qué?
Con el que. Con quién también es posible, ¿vale? Anyway, we're going to use this one because this is the one we use the most of the time. 3.
La maleta llevaba los documentos, no apareció. La maleta en la que llevaba.
En la que. La maleta en la que llevaba los documentos no apareció. 4.
La agencia de viajes, compramos los billetes, no está abierta ahora. La agencia de viajes en la que compramos.
En la que, or you could also say en donde, yeah, also possible. 5.
La empresa trabaja minerales es alemana. La empresa en la que trabaja minerales.
En la que o en donde, you could say.
Ujú.
6.
So, el supermercado en ¿en qué?
Look at the verb.
Sorry,
Vamos.
vale, vamos a. So, el supermercado. um, ¿Al qué
¿Al qué?
o dónde?
Ujú. ¿A dónde? ¿A dónde? So, ¿al qué o a dónde? You could say both. So, el supermercado al que vamos, normalmente es más barato que este. 7.
La calle vengo normalmente está cortada por obras. La calle por la que vengo.
La calle por la que vengo. Ujú. O por donde vengo. Se me podría decir.
Could it be a? No, es por
No,
por la
you could
calle. Vale.
say, you could say de, because venir de. So you could say venir por o venir de. Although they are a little bit different in meaning. So you could also say if you mean you come from a street instead of through a street, yeah. So you could say la calle de donde vengo o la calle de la que vengo. ¿Yeah? 8.
So, la mujer a la que preguntamos no sabía nada.
Nada de nada. No sabía nada de nada. Andaluz puro. Ok, el chico.
El chico sale a mi hija, es muy guapo el chico. Um,
Ok, salir. What preposition do you need?
ah,
No, salir a no. Salir con. Tú sales
chico
con
la
alguien.
personía, ok. So el chico con quien, no,
Mhm. Yeah, it's also possible. You could say con quién.
con
It's not
quien
incorrect.
sale o con el que sale.
Mhm.
Ujú.
Yeah, actually, it's a matter of register. I mean, con quién sounds even better. Sounds like sophisticated. Yeah, sounds like book. Sounds like a book. But people don't really speak like that. Well, I mean, we do, but not as often as this. Yeah. Yes.
La película, te hablé ayer, la ponen hoy en la tele. So la película de qué, de la que,
Ujú. La película de la que te hablé ayer la ponen hoy por la tele. What does this mean?
so the film that I talked to you about yesterday, they're putting on the TV today.
Exactly. They're broadcasting it, yeah, or they're putting on the TV. Yeah. 11.
So el médico hablaron, nos dijo que no era grave. El médico con quién hablaron
Ujú,
con el que hablaron.
ujú, ujú. 12.
Estoy pensando en mi país, la situación de los derechos humanos es difícil. So, estoy pensando en mi país. Por la...
I'm not sure, wait a moment. Estoy pensando en el país. La atención de derechos humanos es... Eh, I'm not sure about this one. Wait a moment. What does it mean?
sí,
So I think about my country,
sí,
coma.
por la que...
La situación de derechos humanos es difícil. I would say, debido que, I would say something like this.
ah,
So just because, due to the situation in my country being difficult.
ok.
Debido que, or even ya que, because here you don't really need a preposition. Because you have, no.
No.
I would say ya que o debido que. 13.
hay que ayudar, más lo necesita. Hay que ayudar.
Okay, what's the preposition here? So how do you say help someone?
Ayudar a alguien.
So what's the preposition?
A, so al.
So here we're talking about helping who
I don't know.
people in general, yeah.
Okay, so
So las personas
hay que
o
ayudar a las personas.
a los que. Okay. In Spanish, when you mean people in general, and you have a connector like this, we should say los.
For la gente becomes
Exactly.
los. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. So hay que ayudar a los que. So a los que means those. Yeah. So hay que ayudar a los que más lo necesitan.
Alright.
What does this mean? It means you or one needs to help those who need the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
14.
A María la quieren mucho en la empresa. Trabaja. En la empresa en la que trabaja.
15.
El estudiante preste mi diccionario. Yo viene a clase. El estudiante con quien
It's prestar.
presta
So you have to
as well, right? So estudiante al que.
Al que o a quién, supposable. 16.
¿Has visto al chico? Le compramos el ordenador. ¿Has visto el chico?
So the trick is to use here. So you could use a sentence with comprar with someone. Okay. So for example, le compré el ordenador a el chico. Yeah. So that's why.
So, a el que.
So has visto al chico al que le compramos el ordenador. Estoy pensando en mi país. En la que. No. Okay, I know. Number 12 is donde. Donde.
Oh, okay, where the situation is. Yeah, all right.
Donde. Jack would be since. It would be similar actually. So it's where the situation, since the situation. It depends on what you mean. This con los que you use when you're talking about people in general. Vale, en un juicio por el robo de una joyería, el fiscal interroga al acusado sobre las pruebas de su crimen. Añade los pronombres relativos con o sin preposición donde sea necesario. Vale. So you have to add the relative pronoun with or without preposition. Okay. So for example, ¿es este el coche? Huyó después del robo. So this is not proper Spanish. It's like Tarzan-like. So you need a connector. Este es el coche en el que huyó después del robo. So let's see. What's missing here? Number 2.
So, son estas las bolsas guardó el botín. So, son estas las bolsas en las que.
Exacto, en las que. En las que. So, son estas bolsas en las que guardó el botín. Botín, do you know?
That's like a loot or something, like treasure.
Yeah, exactly. Loot. 3. ¿Es esta la mujer? ¿Usted vendió las joyas? So here in the middle.
So, ¿es esta la mujer a la que?
A la que. 4. Esta es la pistola bla, 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 disparó al aire.
Es esta pistola que disparó al aire.
Con.
I don't know.
Okay, con la que. Let me break it down. So, this is the pistol, yeah, with which you shot up in the air, yeah. So, disparó con la pistola, yeah. So, disparar con la pistola.
All right.
So the trick is, okay, if you can find the preposition, the trick is to talk about it. Okay, we talk about this, yeah. So just place it together with the verb. Disparar la pistola. No, we usually say disparar con la pistola, yeah.
Okay, it's because I didn't know the con with disparo. Okay.
5.
No es
No está la casa, bla, bla, bla. Durmió la noche anterior del robo.
So en la que.
Okay, en la que. Again, there are more than one possibilities. It depends on the register you want to. I'm just using the most common one. And probably it's the most difficult one for you, I think, because the other one looks just like in English. 6. En esta, la ropa llevaba usted.
So this will be.
Es esta ropa, something, something.
En la
Llevaba
que.
¿Qué? ¿Es esta ropa que llevaba usted en el momento del robo? Okay, why? Because this is that in English, yeah? So in English, when you meet that, T-H-A-T, and you can omit it most of the time in English. In Spanish, it's simply que. That's it.
Okay.
7.
¿Es este el hombre? Conducía el coche. ¿Es este el hombre? It's Kate as well.
8.
¿Es este el túnel entraron a la joyería? ¿Es este el túnel en el que?
Okay.
No. It's
It could be it would be something different. It means you are getting into the tunnel. But you're not getting into the tunnel, you're getting into the jewelry shop. Yeah?
So
you're using the tunnel to go through, isn't it?
¿Qué?
No, go through.
Por
el que, por dónde. Yeah, you could say en el que, but it wouldn't make any sense because it means like you're getting into the tunnel. Vale. Esto creo que es bastante lioso en realidad. No es por nada, es porque tienes que tener imaginación, creo yo. Los vecinos, ok, de la frase siguiente, 4 son correctas y 10 incorrectas. Tricky one. So, 4 are correct and 10 are incorrect.
Okay.
So, los vecinos que, no quienes, ok, this is incorrect. Los vecinos que viven. So, notice here, okay, the trick is, so you have the verb, okay? If the subject of the verb is before, so you usually have que, yeah? Only que.
All right.
And especially if there is no preposition, yeah? So los vecinos que viven en el quinto hacen mucho ruido. 2.
El hospital en el que trabajo está cerca de mi casa.
Okay, first question. Correct or incorrect?
So, el hospital en el que trabajo está cerca.
Okay, right or wrong? Does it sound good?
No, I think it's just NK. trabajo without.
Actually, it's correct.
Is it?
Yes, you always remember when you have this preposition and you just have this que, you always need the article.
Okay, all right.
You're gonna say en que when you mean something you mentioned before. Okay, so el hospital en el que trabajo está cerca de mi casa.
All right.
What you could do is use donde. En donde. It's also possible, yeah? So, correct. Aparece fe. 3.
So, el libro en cual he leído me ha gustado mucho. No, it's not right. So, el libro. El libro que.
Exactamente. El libro que he leído. El libro el cual he leído. No. We wouldn't say that. Okay. But it doesn't sound completely off, mind you. That sounds weird. A little bit weird. But I mean, people wouldn't even notice it. It's like now we are at a level that we're looking at nuances. So it's a little bit tricky. 4.
So, el hombre quien se casó, Alicia, no era médico, como decía. No, so el hombre con quien.
Eso es. El hombre con quién. O con el que, also possible. 5.
So, ¿conoces a la mujer quien estaba hablando en Ángel? So conoces a la mujer con quien está hablando Ángel.
Eso es. 6.
Necesitamos a alguien con la que compartir piso.
No, it doesn't sound weird. No, it sounds weird.
So
I would say con el que, no con la que. Con el que compartí piso o con quien compartí piso. No con la que. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I suppose it's because el alguien is masculine. There you are.
Con el que sí.
Although if this happens to you, you don't know the gender, you just can use the other one. Con quien. End of the story. Con quien. 7.
No conozco a nadie que quería venir aquí.
Que quiera.
Sorry, que quiera venir aquí. No.
This means... Actually, this is correct.
No conozco a nadie que...
This is correct. Completely correct.
So this que knows, it can mean whom, right? So
yes.
I don't know anybody whom.
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be who as well.
All right.
So basically we use que. So why do we use que here? Because this quiera, so the subject of this is here, right? We talk about nadie. So when you have the subject of the verb before, we usually have this que. So no conozco a nadie que quiera venir aquí. So we don't know anyone who wants to come here.
Okay.
8. Ramón.
Con que estudié en la universidad, falleció ayer. I mean, it sounds completely wrong to me.
Completely wrong. 100% wrong. But there is something missing. I can tell you that.
So, con el que estudié.
Eso es, con el que estudié. O con quien estudié. So usually when you are So this style using con el que, con la que, para el que. This is more of a spoken style. And when you say quién or you use cuál or this kind of words, it's like more, it's like a high register. 9.
Ayer llamó a sus hijos, a los que no vi desde hace años. It's good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correcto. Está bien. Ayer llamó a sus hijos, a los que no ve desde hace años. Rosalía.
La mujer con la que vive Javier está embarazada. It's good as well, I think.
Correcto. Está bien. 11.
El vendedor, quien me atendió, era amable.
Okay. If you were thinking English, you would say like, this is correct, right? Because in English you would say, the seller who assisted me was kind, yeah? But this is incorrect. You would say, que me atendió. Why? Because you're talking. So the subject of this, yeah, is this, yeah. So que me atendió. El vendedor que me atendió. Okay. It's like this one. What was it? There was another one around here. This one. Yeah, it's the same case. I know you must have a headache right now. Probably. La casa que vivíamos el año pasado era más pequeña.
No.
Algo falta algo.
La casa en la que.
Eso es. La casa en la que vivíamos.
O puede ser donde, ¿no?
Sí, también. La casa donde vivíamos. ¿Dónde está? Ah, sí. En la casa donde vivíamos el año pasado era más pequeña. 13.
¿Conoces al actor quien sale en esta película? It's good, I think.
It's like this one.
It's the quien that's no good. So it's que sale en esta película. Yeah.
Exactamente. ¿Conoces el actor que sale en esta película? So basically, when you have the verb and you have a connector, you have the subject right here. We have que. Never quien. 14.
¿Te acuerdas del hotel cual fuimos el año pasado?
Nada de cuál.
¿Dónde?
¿Dónde? O en el que. También. En el que. Okay. We have. No, this is a different stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the que. Because this is a little bit confusing. We have time? Yes, we have time. So, when do you use que? So you can use indicativo or subjuntivo. Yeah? It depends on the kind of verb you have. So, for example, conozco a un masajista que te deja como nuevo. Okay, so this is indicativo. So indicativo basically means when you talk about something real. Yeah. So most of the time you're gonna use indicativo. So, so you know this person is real. Okay, it's something real. It's a fact. Okay, you can identify the person. So subjunctive. Now.
So, hang on, that's not subjunctive.
Not subjunctive.
Yeah. Because I know them, right? Conozco.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
yeah.
Now, so when are you going to use subjunctive? When you talk about an ideal person or a possible person, so something that you don't really know, or someone you don't really know. So, ¿conoces con algún masajista que no sea muy caro? Busca una persona que sepa bastante informática.
Okay, because we don't know if this person exists, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you use que because the subject is before, yeah? So the person knows, yeah?
Yep.
The person lets. The room has, yeah? También cuando afirmamos de haciendo que no existe o es escaso. So, no hay nadie que la soporte. Hay pocos que toquen el violín como él. So this is basically the same. Okay, so these are connections we use a lot. El que, el cual is basically the same. El la que, la cual, o quién. All this pretty much the same. Los que, las que, los cuales, las cuales, quiénes. So you can use que as well. Let's take a look at some examples. I think they make more sense if you look at examples. For example, la película que queremos. The films. So the problem is in English you usually omit this. Okay? So you don't really say the film that we want. You usually say the film we want, right? But the problem is in Spanish you have to put something there because there are two different sentences. Yeah? So la película que queremos. So this is connected to this. Yeah? Estoy buscando a un constructor, vive en esta calle. ¿Qué pondríamos aquí?
Estoy buscando a un constructor. El constructor que vive en esta calle.
No. El constructor que estoy buscando.
Que estoy buscando vivir en esta calle.
Exactamente. 3.
Tengo una máquina corta césped, funciona con electricidad. La máquina corta césped que tengo funciona con electricidad.
4.
Vino a buscarme al aeropuerto. Una amiga ayudó a traer las maletas. El amigo que
So, el amigo que vino al aeropuerto.
Que vino al aeropuerto.
Me ayudó con las maletas, por ejemplo. ¿eh? O me ayudó a traer las maletas. Let's see if we have. Wait a moment. This is important, sorry. Let me explain this one. Okay, so we know this one as well. So let me read a few examples before we move on. La profesora que vino ayer es peruana. Easy, ¿eh? Roberto, que no es tonto, se dio cuenta de la existencia de Pedro. Easy, ¿eh? No, ¿qué? El pronombre que se puede utilizar en la mayoría de los casos, tanto para antecedentes de persona o cosa, singular o plural. Vale. So, the idea is this antecedente. So when you talk about the thing that is just before the connector, we usually say que. So, el libro que, and remember no preposition. When you have a preposition, it's something different. Yeah? So, el libro que me dejaste me ha gustado mucho. Yeah? Another one. Ayer encontraron niños que habían desaparecido de la selva. Vale. ¿Quiénes? Exactly the same, but it's more formal, okay? So, ayer me encontré al párroco. ¿Quién me dio recuerdos para ti? ¿O qué me dio recuerdos para ti? So, ¿qué is more versatile? ¿Quién only for people? It's usually more formal. Okay? Now, we say que and not quién when you talk about a sentence that define the person. For example, when you talk about what person, what specific person. So the sentence that is following is describing the thing or the person, usually a person, that is before the connector. So, el hombre que llamó por teléfono. So here the sentence is describing this, right? So when you have this, only que is possible. Okay? So you cannot say el hombre quien llamó. El hombre que llamó por teléfono.
I'm not sure I understand that. Sorry.
So here, this sentence
Yeah.
is specifying what kind of man we're looking for. Yeah, or we are, asking. So we are asking the man who called by phone. So, sorry, asked after you, sorry. So this person, this man, not other man, is the one that asked after you.
It's the man who called by phone yesterday, asked after you, yeah?
Exactly. So the man who called by phone yesterday asked after you.
So, but why would quien be wrong here?
Because this sentence here is an adjective. Okay, it's describing what kind of man. It's specifying what person. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I know it's.
That's weird.
It's yeah, is it? Okay, this one. El cual, la cual, los cuales, quite formal, extremely formal, I would say. Especially the expression según la cual is extremely formal. You won't see this, only in a book or something like that. Hay una nueva teoría según la cual las enfermedades alérgicas están relacionadas con limpieza de los hogares. Okay.
I can't see a class gap thing has closed.
All right. Okay. Let me. Where is it?